Welcome to the live session organized by Indian Cybersecurity Solutions, which is an organization that caters to the needs of technology based risk management and cybersecurity solutions in India. Another weekend, another success story. Today, we have organized here to congratulate one of our genius minds, Ayush Rathore, who has successfully got placed with Tecplix, which is a new generation IT service organization. So I would like to welcome Ayush Rathore. So
Hello,
Ayush, a
thank you,
very warm
Ashutosh.
welcome.
Thank you, Ashutosh.
Ayush, am I audible?
Yes, am I audible to you?
Yeah, you are audible. So Ayush, first
Yes.
of all, congratulations and a very warm welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
So Ayush, if
Ashutosh.
I'm not wrong, then you have learned web application penetration testing at Indian Cybersecurity Solutions, right?
Exactly correct.
Yeah, so we would like to know a brief intro about yourself. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, as you all know, my name is Ayush Rathore. So, I have completed my Bachelor's of Computer Application and gone through web application penetration testing at Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. And right now,
Yes.
I am placed at TechPlix. So web
Okay, so
application penetration testing, it was like, basically, web application right now penetration testing and cybersecurity. So everything is booming.
So, thank you, Ayush, for your brief intro. So, now I would like to welcome the visionary behind this organization. So, Abhishek Mitra, sir. Abhishek, sir, a very warm welcome, sir.
Hello, good afternoon to everyone.
Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
sir.
sir.
So, Abhishek, sir, is ISMS lead auditor, certified ethical hacker, MBA in business management, marketing, PGPM certified in entrepreneurship, retail management, CEO and founder of ICSS and Indian Institute of Cybersecurity Solutions, India Treks, Wonder Girl e-commerce, and other media coverages. So every time I read about Abhishek, sir, I really get inspired as a young adult. I really want to do something revolutionary like that. So a very warm welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for your
So
introduction.
yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
now Abhishek, sir, would like to congratulate Ayush with a achievement certificate from Indian Cybersecurity Solutions for this feat of getting placed with Tecplix. So we would like to introduce the certificate.
Congratulations, Ayush, and this is for you. Please
Congratulations,
accept.
Ayush.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Abhishek, sir.
So it's all set for you, and your career is going to start and already has started. So I'd like to ask few questions, which will help our audience to understand what you went through and how you started your journey and what was your mindset once you're there in the interview. So the first question to you, Ayush, is how tough was that interview and how did you prepare for that interview?
Sir, usually I would say that interviews is all the way how you crack it. So
Hmm.
it all depends on the way you're learning and the way you answer the questions. So yes, the interview was a bit hard
Mm-hmm.
because it was my first interview as in the cybersecurity field.
Mm-hmm.
So the questions, basically they ask whatever they ask, you have to answer it confidently.
Mm. Right.
So it all depends on what you learn. So if your basics are strong and if you know about the course very well, so you can just answer the questions whatever the interviewer are asking you, and
So
it goes very
did you
smoothly.
take any, yeah, did you take any kind of measures for preparing this for this particular interview, or it was all regular questions or the preparations? How did you do it?
Sir, preparations was exactly related to my course only because, as per the role, it was about cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm.
So I had been learning about cybersecurity. I have completed my ethical hacking and I have done WAPT in ICSS. So I just learned, I just went through my course again, briefing about how it is and learning about cybersecurity. So, what are the major things you need to know about WAPT and ethical hacking and everything. So, once you just go through it and you remember all of things that whatever is needed, so it might be anything like how you penetrate into a application. So they'll ask you directly, and they ask you like how do you automate things and manual testing. So all these questions will be asked. So I would tell everyone not to get feared about, just prepare well. And
So did you get any chance in working in any kind of live project with ICSS, or you had worked of your own? How did you gain your experience in penetration testing?
yes sir, exactly, actually my course is pursuing right now, so I'm yet to pursue my pursuing my course.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I had attended an interview,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to practice my penetration testing after completion of the classes. I used to
Mm-hmm.
practice it on my own. Uh,
So how
I
did you practice it? You use any applications, or you test like where was what was the platform that you used for practicing?
Yes, yes. I used a platform known as Bugcrowd and
Uh huh.
Open Bug Bounty programs.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to practice over there, practicing web applications. So I used to practice manually first,
Mm.
and then I used to use some tools. There are some tools, Burp Suite,
Right.
Akunetics.
Right.
So I used that, and then I started that use. Majorly, I used to do manual testing because manual is way more stronger than automation.
Right, exactly. So very, very important thing for the audiences and viewers who are watching this, and especially aspirant students who are willing to join into web application pen testing and security and cyber security as a whole. So is preparation, as Ayush is telling, preparation is important, and how do you prepare is more important, right? And where the platforms which you are using it, it's not about ultimately you're coming and like doing classes, and it's not the end at the end of the day you need to prepare yourself and prepare it in a much better way, doing it in a live practical environment, and manual testing is the need of the hour, and you if you do it well you can definitely crack the interview. There's no point in, and there's no second thought on that, right? So yes, and how many participants or interview were there at the time of your interview? Was there you from Indian cybersecurity solution, or there were other people as well competing with you?
There were four of them, sir, from Indian Cybersecurity Solutions, and total
Okay.
20 of them.
Mhm. So total
So
20, like it's not from only from Indian cybersecurity solution. It was from other companies as well, like from other and individuals as well, right?
yes, 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 sir. Some were
Okay.
individuals, some were from colleges. From ICSS, there were four of them.
Okay, so you were the lucky one, or not the lucky in the sense, but you prepared well and you cracked the job. So yeah, that's an important learning for all the viewers as well. So people do come and ask questions that there's a 100% guarantee of getting a job. It's important that you need to be 100% prepared, and there's no guarantee from our end, but definitely if you prepare well, you can get the job. So thank you, Ayush, for your time out there and for an interactive sessions, and all congratulations to you, and your career has just started. So looking forward to it, and in future as well you can join us and help our cybersecurity team to grow as well. Thank you,
Sure,
Astos.
I would like to join, sir. Thank you so much for providing me such opportunities.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
So
Thank
thank you,
you.
sir. Thank you, Ayush, for conducting this wonderful interactive live session. I guess many inspiring students are watching this. So, Ayush, would you like to tell them something about your experience, or would you like to give
Yes,
some
sir.
tips about your interview?
Exactly. All I would say is, like whomsoever people, I mean aspirants who are watching this. So all I would say is just prepare with your just be prepared and strong with your basics. So whatever you're learning, just be strong with your basics. And obviously practice makes man perfect. So practicing is what you have to perform every day, I would tell that, because going and practicing is something which helps you a lot, so that while practicing you get some doubts and errors, so you can just go and clarify it with your sir. And then again, if it is not rectified, again you can go deep into surfing Google, and you have other repositories, githubs, websites, so you can just go and search over there, you'll get the answer. If not, again you can approach to higher authorities where you're learning, and you can just approach them and ask them. You have LinkedIn to approach people. So all I would say is just prepare yourself and make your foundation basics strong, so that that doesn't affect in your interview or job anywhere. So it is better to clear your basics rather than jumping fast. All I
Right.
would say is
So,
that.
so I
And
totally
another
agree
last
with
question
you.
that I would like to ask to Ayush is, you applied for an online live training, or you came for a physical classroom training?
Physical classroom training, sir.
Okay, in Bangalore and Kolkata office.
Bangalore, Bangalore.
In Bangalore office. Okay, okay, okay. That's good. So,
So,
who was your mentor in Bangalore office?
Sir Ajay, sir.
Ajay sir was there. Right, right.
Yes.
Okay. So you got all your doubts cleared, and all the help was done from him, his end, right?
Exactly, sir. Exactly. I would thank Ajay sir to help me out through this penetration testing, web application penetration testing. Like he is actually very good at this, and I would say, like, I would really thank him, because he just showed the path how to start. And back then, before joining, I was like, how do you test a web application? And then how do you use these tools? Like, I know the tools, but I do not know how to use it. So I searched on
Hmm.
Google, also YouTube also, like, properly I did not get that, like, what do we tell, proper guidance.
Proper guidance on the
So
part of how to
yeah,
use the tool, what to be used at which point of time, and what kind of difficulties, practical scenarios you face, and how to use it, right?
exactly, exactly.
Right.
Then after joining an Indian cybersecurity solutions also, it was not like other institutes where you join and just they come, they teach you and they just leave. So it is like the teacher Ajay sir who was there, he helped us very very much in doing penetration testing. Exactly, testing. He just showed us live testing also. So, like, how
Right.
can you test on the websites, live websites?
that, that
So we
that's
just
that's
performed
Ayush,
that.
yeah, that's just to interrupt you, and like that's because we focus on helping students out from the pension testers who are working actually on live projects. So Ajay and other team members are also working on live projects, which ICSS deals with their clients. So, in that sense, we have that expertise or in and out knowledge of how manual testing is important, and which we want to embed it in our students, so that it gets more helpful for the students to, once they appear for the interview, and also while they're working in any organization, they can do it. Most importantly is how to generate a report, and like not only generate a report, is how to document a report. That's also important. What are
Exactly,
the levels of, like, how do you categorize into high, medium, low vulnerabilities, and what all rectification or remediation actions that you tell to the organization to use it. And also it depends on the environment, because every time what is in the book cannot be implemented by the organization, because it might not be that, the environment might not be that much friendly, or it cannot accept that remediation action. So you need to find out another way to solve that vulnerability as well. So this practical exposure what we have, we share it with our students, and you also get that like knowledge. So did you also like you also prepared for how to develop like the VAPT report and how to generate that, and you also knew it from Ajay, right?
yes sir, yes sir. And one more thing I would say to aspirants is, one of the major thing who are just willing to join VAPT or WAPT, so report, it is the most important thing which you want to learn, whether it is in web application or penetration
Right.
testing. You have to learn about reporting. So
Reporting.
it is a major thing, though it might be boring for you, but
Hmm.
it is actually very important, so that if you are giving good reports to your clients, then obviously your client will be very happy. So no
Yes.
matter it is on burps, I mean it is on Buckcrowd, or it is joining a company and doing VAPT over there. So if you have that report very strong and very understandable to the client, then you will achieve heights. I would say that's it.
Rightly said by Ayush, and why it is important, because see, the mindset which I have been dealing with students for so long, and I had been in like interacting with them, is that students do have a mentality that like, I am a technical sound person, and why do I spend that much of time in just documenting those things? But it is highly important, because those people who will be watching or seeing your recommendations are top level management, who will be looking into the things uh, on a prospect, or on a, the view of them should be very much clear on the report itself. So it's not there, they don't have the time, neither they are at the hardcore technical people who will understand it. So it is your responsibility to make it very clear at the front itself, with executive summaries and all those things, so making it very clear to the top management what decisions to be made, and that becomes very useful and helpful to the management, and they can take decisions rationally on the basis of the findings, right? So this is very important, and that is where people do lack. And once you understand that, once you prepare that, you become expertise on that, and you have that ability to grow in the organization step by step, higher in the hierarchy.
Exactly, correct, sir.
So thank you, Ayush, for your time. I think it's time to wrap this up session, and congratulations again. Over to you,
Thank you so
Ashish.
much, sir. Thank you so much.
So, as Sir has said that this is the time to wrap the session, but before wrapping up this session, I would like to mention that this interaction is just tip of the iceberg, and many more success stories awaits us. So, we would be available on every weekend to discuss other success stories as well. So, thank you, sir. Thank you, Ayush, for joining, and thank you for making this a wonderful interactive session.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, sir.
Thank you.